Hi, welcome to Danette Gets Creative. I'm Danette. Here we are again with our sewing roll, and this week I want to work on creating a pin cushion. So I found this greenish gray striped material, measured it to fit, and now I'm going to work on creating a pin cushion. So I'm going to take the material and fold it right sides together. I'm going to sew around 2 of the 3 edges. I'm using some old thread that I have lying around, trying to get rid of some of those spools, and this just happens to be a tapestry thread, so it's a little bit thicker, so I'm just using a single strand of it, and I'm just doing simple little running stitches to sew my pincushion together. So I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all finishing up your sewing rolls. It's been great watching YouTube videos and seeing everybody's creative ideas and how everybody kind of takes a different interpretation of it. And you're creating a sewing roll that meets your needs, or at least for me, that's what I'm doing. Adding things that I know that I use when I take a sewing project and I travel on the road or take it in the car. So for me, adding the few pockets that I have, and especially this pin cushion, it's just very useful elements for me. So I'm going to finish sewing along the side. I love doing the running stitch like this when you get in that groove and your needle just seems to go up and down, up and down. It's such a relaxing feeling. I don't know how many of you out there do this for, mindfulness and relaxing, but after a long day of teaching grade 2, sometimes I need those moments where I just sit down and relax. So we're going to just trim that off, and here I am, turning it right side out. Grab my little pokey tool here and poke out my ends here. And when I add this to my book, I don't want to poke pins in it and lose pins and have pins come poking out and poke through the sewing roll. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a piece of cardboard. So you're going to see that I'm going to measure a piece of cardboard just slightly smaller than the actual size of the pin cushion. Just marking it off. Grab my ruler. I'm not a very good straight line cutter without a line, so it's best that I don't freehand it. Give it a quick cut. Make sure I don't have my fabric scissors as I'm cutting. And then I'm going to take this little piece and I'm just going to slip it right inside of that little fabric tube. That way, once it gets stuffed and sewn, I hopefully shouldn't poke pins through it and have them poking through the back and poking me. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of stuffing. At a little bit at a time. I use my pokey tool there to get it down in the corners. I don't want to make it too full because if it's too thick, it's just going to only add more thickness to the sewing roll. So I just add a little bit more. I end up sewing it closed, and then I will pin it to my sewing roll. So just a neat way to add a little pin cushion to my sewing roll, and thinking a little bit about the safety piece by adding that little bit of cardboard in the back. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you're all having as much fun with your sewing roll as I am. Take care and see you again soon. Bye.